Hello guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to solve this problem. This is a pre-calculus problem. If you are learning how to take the limits, then this problem is going to be an important one. You might think, you might see that this is very interesting. Okay, so I have this expression and I want to take the limit as x goes to 3. How am I going to do that? Just go ahead and simply, like, if you substitute 3 here, then you can see like the numerator is going to be 0, and then if you plug in 3 here, that's going to be 1. So square root of 1 minus 3 here, 4 minus 3 is 1, so square root of 1. So you will have square root of 1 minus square root of 1, which is 0 over 0. That's undefined. That's undefined. So we are going to go nowhere. We don't have an answer if we just substitute x equals 3. So how are we going to do this? You can see the denominator, there are irrational terms. These are called compound. This is called a compound surd. So what we need to do is that when you get an expression like this, we have to rationalize the denominator. Okay guys, we need to rationalize the denominator. How do you do that? We need to multiply this compound surd by its conjugate, and this is how we are going to do it. Okay, so limit as x goes to 3, I'm going to multiply the denominator and the numerator by the conjugate of this compound surd. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. Square root x minus 2 minus square root 4 minus x times the conjugate of this guy, where that's going to be a plus sign. That's all. There's going to be, that's the only change. Okay, 4 minus x square root, and then I need to put that same term in the numerator along with x minus 3. Okay, can you see the conjugate of this term is this one, and I also multiplied the same thing on the numerator, because then it's going to cancel out and you'll get the same expression. But that's how you proceed when you have these irrational terms, either the numerator or the denominator. So now you can simplify these two terms and rationalize the denominator, and you'll see the denominator is going to simply be x minus 2. You can just remove the square root. X minus 2 minus 4 minus x. That's it guys, that's the denominator. The numerator, x minus 3 square root x minus 2 plus square root 4 minus x, and then the limit, right? Because we are taking the limit as x goes to 3. And then we can further simplify this. We can simplify this limit as x goes to 3. Okay, what's going to happen to the denominators? You can simplify. You'll see that it's going to be 2x minus 6. Okay, 2x minus 6. That's the denominator. The numerator is the same thing. X minus 3 square root x minus 2 plus square root 4 minus x. And then look what happens. Can you see you can factor out a 2, 2x minus 6, you can factor out a 2, and then you can write this denominator as 2 times x minus 3. 2 times x minus 3. So I'm going to do that here. Limit as x goes to 3. In the numerator, I'll have x minus 3 square root x minus 2 plus square root 4 minus x, 4 minus x, like that. And then in the denominator I can have 2, then 2 factored out, and then I'll have x minus 3. So can you see that x minus 3 cancels out? X minus 3 in the numerator cancels out with x minus 3, and we can do that since x is not equal to 3. X is not equal to 3 because we are taking x goes to 3. So x is not equal to 3. So then you have a very simple expression. There's a numerator term, and in the denominator there's 1/2. That's a constant. So I'm going to take out that constant because it's a constant. It's not going to change. I'm going to take out that constant and then apply the limit x goes to 3 to that expression. Square root x minus 2 plus square root 4 minus x. Like that. And then I'm going to apply x goes to 3 here and x goes to 3 over there. So let's see what we are going to get. 1/2. When I substitute x3 over there and x3 over there, let's see what we are going to get. We'll get 3 minus 2 plus square root 4 minus 3, and then 1/2 square root 1 plus square root 1. What do you think the numerator is? So that's 1 plus 1, that's a 2, right? Square root of 1 is just 1. Square root of 1 is just again another 1. So here I have a 2 over 2. So the final answer is just 1, guys. It's just 1. It's just 1. So the limit of this x minus 3 over square root of x minus 2 minus square root of 4 minus x, as the limit goes to x equals 3, is just 1. It's just 1. And what we have done is, the important thing is, when you see a compound surd like this, you have to use the conjugate to rationalize the denominator. So here I have applied the conjugate and I have rationalized the denominator. And this is how you do a problem of this nature. It's a very nice pre-calculus problem. It's a very nice pre-calculus problem. So the answer for this is just 1. So if you have questions, comment. If you need similar problems in pre-calc, calculus, physics that you need me to do, just go ahead and tell me, and I'll solve those problems. Okay? Good luck with you guys. Good luck with your education. Study hard, get good grades, and be a productive person to the society. All the best to you.